how's it going, guys? Welcome to Audio Addiction. We have above and below. They can say their names, what they do in the band, and all that sort of stuff.
What's up? I'm Quinlan. I play guitar and I sing and also shout and do all sorts of other melody-based things in the band.
I'm Mason, and I just play the drums.
There we go. Well,
The
Mason,
drums.
Mason, man, I don't know. You just play the drums. I was like, Quinlan, set the bar high, and I was like, he's like, I play drums, so it's like drums are tight. So I feel like I'm not gonna knock on Mason too much since I literally just met him. But anyway, guys,
Our other half of the thing, so he's kind of important.
he's kind of important. Yeah, I feel like you got to give him a little bit more credit. He's doing the drums. You got to give the man some work to do. But the first question, guys, is one that I love asking to all of my guests, which is, how did you guys kind of start out? How did you guys meet? And how did you guys start creating music pretty much?
So this is a music project that I've been working on for like quite a while now, like kind of an embarrassingly long time, and it's gone through a lot of different incarnations, but I put it aside for a while and then I decided to pick it back up, and I went on Facebook one day at random and he just moved here and he was like, "Hey, I'm a drummer if anybody needs a drummer." And I sent him songs and he was like, "Yeah, those are pretty cool. Let's do stuff." That's exactly how he talks.
Exactly,
Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
I nailed it. Yeah, and I've been practicing for a year to get that perfect. And then we just kind of started comparing notes on what we like and what we want to do, and ultimately we just decided that we're just gonna make cool shit. Like that's the rule. As long as we like it, it fits.
Yeah, no, I feel like I checked out some of your stuff because I feel like if I wasn't a good interview, I wouldn't check out your stuff. But I listened to it and I was like, man, this is real sick. I was like, I wonder if it's crazy because it's just the two of you, and so I had to look, and I was like, there's got to be more people in this band for sure. Like I was like, there's only two people in this band. I was like, man, that's impressive. I feel like a two-piece band and you could do all that sort of stuff. It's kudos, all kudos.
I appreciate that. There's 5 people's worth of gear, so that's kind of how you make it work.
Well, I guess that happened to work out well because I feel like sometimes I hear horror stories about Craigslist or like a Facebook group where things just go nuts, so I'm glad that Mason turned out to not be like a sociopath,
So far.
I mean, we could be a year later down the line, and I might hear some sad story about Quinlan or something. Yeah.
This could be the musician version of you. We really don't know.
Very true, very true. I don't, listen, I don't want to put that out in the ether, so we're gonna pass on by this and pretend that I don't have to show up in court later on for something bad that happens. But like I said, I was really impressed by you. Your dynamic and stuff. Did you feel like the camaraderie was immediate? Like you guys knew that you were yeah, we gel well together. We write really sick music together. Did it feel odd? Because I could imagine kind of similar to how I do interviews. These are I've never met you guys before, so right. It must seem odd at first,
I mean, I feel like we vibe pretty well.
Right off. I didn't feel uncomfortable.
The only thing is I have really grandiose plans, so whenever I'm check it out, we're a rock band, right? But what if also there was fake blood and all this other crazy shit and a light show and backing tracks? And we've been talking for 5 minutes when I brought all that shit up, so I was like, I'm just gonna put it all out there because the worst thing that happens is you're just oh, you're a crazy person, peace.
See you later. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, he was receptive to all my fucking insane ideas, and we've implemented some of them, and some of them have not gone so great, and it's a learning process.
I'm going to hope it's not the blood part because, we already talked about the whole you thing, so I don't want to be involved in that type of, sticky situation, So,
it's actually really crazy. One of the first, riffs that we ever wrote together is in a song that we're almost done writing now.
Oh, that's awesome.
Literally the first time we were played together, we put something together that we're using now.
There we go. Well, that's that's magical, you know. That I feel like a band is good if they're able to like instantly like gel and then write a song together within like the first, I don't know, like couple hours of like meeting them and be like, yo, you want to jam, like that sort of thing. I feel like, at least for me, that's what I've noticed from like bands I've had on. So, and I've been doing this for quite a decent amount of time now, so I feel like I have a good track record. But the next question, guys, keeping it more, you know, going down the rabbit hole a little bit more, who you guys influenced by more specifically, and then I guess who influences the band like more broadly.
You want to go first?
What influenced me, like drum wise, has changed over the years, but who I've always gone back to and still watch videos or drummers of like the early '90s bands, like grunge.
Nice,
So,
yeah.
so Alice in Chains, and they play like pretty simple, but I don't know, I just like their style.
There we go. And then who, I guess, Mason, who's influencing you like more currently, I guess?
Oh, no one really, actually. I mean, I don't watch any current like drum videos or all the little fancy lessons and all that. So.
Sure, yeah.
There are really good drummers out there that I will learn little like lick and be like, oh, that's cool, but nobody that I like study.
Gotcha. Quinlan?
I mean, my favorite band of all time is My Chemical Romance. So
Oh,
that's
of
a
course.
I mean, I love Alice in Chains. Like all of the early '90s or like mid '90s grunge stuff is huge. Like, I mean, I feel like you can hear that in a
Oh,
lot of
100%, yeah.
Modern stuff, I'm really all over the place. Like, do you know the band Don Broco?
Oh, I love Don Broca. They're the shit.
That's a huge like modern influence for me because like they're one of the only bands. I was talking to my buddy about this the other day. They're one of the only bands that is objectively a heavy band. Like they write heavy riffs.
Yeah, they do.
They incorporate
Beefy riffs.
Yeah, but they still have like super pop elements.
Oh, 100%.
Versus like Fall Out Boy that was just like fuck it, now we're Lady Gaga.
that is two on the head to that's, oh boy. I feel like I can feel the keyboard warriors at it right now, you know, be like, I love Fall Out Boy now.
I'll give you two. Their new shit is straight up Fall Out Boy or straight up Lady Gaga, and I think Folly I'll Do was the best record they ever made.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've started some internet fights in my day.
I could tell, and you're gonna start it on this interview, so that's real solid. I can feel my dislike bar just booming, just exploding. No,
A second dislike bar for guests.
yeah, it's
like,
yeah.
It won't affect you.
Can you please send the hate that? No, I'm kidding. I feel like people. I don't know. I feel like people get too up in arms about music. Like, I don't know. It's just like why would you have such like a complex about music? It's like people can enjoy other stuff, you know. But yeah, getting back to the Don Broco thing, like I feel like they're the one band that I know can write just like a really like monstrous heavy track and then go to like a pop track that you could hear on the radio like on any given day. So yeah, I could. You mentioned it, and I listened to the music, and I didn't really put the two and two together. But now that you mentioned it, I'm like, oh yeah, now I hear it. I hear it now. You know?
I think it's a lot more aggressively like noticeable in our newer stuff because I've been listening to that so much since we started writing together. I was just like, it just happens. Like, there's nothing you can do about it.
Apparently, they're like massive in the UK, but they're not as popular here, supposedly.
Yeah. I saw him at the. I was gonna say the name of a venue like you live in Nashville.
You could say it.
There's a venue in Nashville called the Basement East.
Yes, I've heard of it.
It's back up now. It got torn down by a tornado last year, and now it's back.
Whew.
But I think it's like a 600 person.
Yeah, it's not very.
It's not huge, but like I saw him there, and like 3/4 of the venue was full.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I saw them at like a little. I've seen them a couple different times, but I saw them at like a little place. I live close to Philadelphia, so like I've seen them play like small clubs, and I'm always like, man, they just seem like that type of band that's just like should be on a large stage. And then I'll go watch videos of them playing in the UK, and they're playing like Slam Dunk Festival, like main stage, and I'm like, oh, okay, it makes sense now, because like I'm like, no, I'm like, no one cares about them supposedly, and that kind of sucks. So if there's anything that we need to talk about, guys, is that you should go check out Don Broco. But also, but I don't want to. I feel like we're talking a lot about Don Broco. We should really be talking more about your band. So who are you guys currently spinning? What's on your playlist? What have you guys been kind of like listening to more currently?
Dude, okay, there's this pop group called AJR, and it's these three
yeah.
New York. They just put out a record. Holy shit. Every song fucking slaps. It's stupid. Every song on the record is amazing.
That's all you've been listening, Quinlan? It's just AJR? Okay.
Non-stop for like 2 weeks. I do that. I'll pick a record and I will listen to it until my girlfriend threatens to leave me if I don't pick something else. And then I'll listen to that until we just do the cycle, for the last
I
years.
got that. Oh, I get that. Mason?
I've been listening to a lot of the new Architects album.
Ooh, nice. Yes.
That's
What do you think
it.
about it? Think it's good?
Yeah, I like it a lot.
I know people are like, again, I feel like we've been on like the divisive topics, which I'm totally fine with because I feel like I've been able to like weed my way through it over the years. But I love the new record. I know a lot of people did not like it, so I don't know why. I think it's just like an evolution of their band and they're becoming more like rock. They're still metal, I feel like.
Stuff.
Yeah.
People want to just have a hate, a hate opinion. I feel like,
Yeah.
they're just like, oh man, this will never be as good as their old stuff. And then I'm just like, you can go listen to their old stuff. It's not like it's disappear. It's not like it disappear. It's not like it's gone into the Disney vault and you can never see it ever again. Like they probably will. Like they'll probably play it on an anniversary show or whatever. Maybe they'll just be like, hey, we have a super long set. We're gonna play like an oldie. Like, who cares? Like,
And they're not going to play the whole record in its entirety every live. You'll hear old shit. They're going to play fucking Naysayer, probably.
100%. That's like a classic. That's a classic Architects track. So, man, we are just stepping on nails tonight, and I love it. So, oh, man. Next question, guys. Another fun one. If you guys could pick a song to cover, what would it be?
You were just
We've
covering
been
one.
trying to figure this shit out for like a year and a half.
Don't worry. Now you have to put it on the internet.
Now you commit to it.
Now you have to commit to it. Yeah. This is worse, I think. You could have your band conversations in in your own time, but now it's on the internet.
Well, I'll tell you a few of the ones we've been kicking around.
Okay.
That's the weird thing with just a guitarist and a drummer. It's really hard to fill that shit out with a band.
I can only imagine.
Them Bones by Alice in Chains we've been fucking around with, and then actually I really want to do At Your Funeral, but I do not have Chris Connolly's voice, so that may or may not happen. And then Send the Pain Below. Is that?
Yeah, that's it. Chevelle.
Chevelle.
Oh, that's a good one. I like that one.
Yeah, that every time I tell people we're working on that, they're like, "Oh, people like that song. I like that song."
It is a good one. I mean, Chevelle, I feel like is a band no one really talks about either, but they're phenomenal.
They're great. They've been around forever.
Yeah, they've been around for a long time. So check out Chevelle, guys. No, those are all great choices. I feel like if I really had to pick one, if I had to throw my hat in the ring, I'd probably go with the Chevelle track. I mean, I feel like you guys could rock it pretty well. If I was being a little bit more biased, I'd probably say a My Chem song just because I'm a Jersey native. So I feel like if I didn't say that I had to hear a My Chem track, then they revoked my New Jersey card. So, but no, I would love to hear something like that. I feel like your guys' take on something like that, maybe like. I feel like a popular song would not. I mean, maybe. I don't know. I feel like you guys could do like Teenagers pretty well. I know it's like one of the more popular songs, but like
Teenagers would be fun. I think Black Parade was the biggest deal for me like in my life, but I think I go back to Three Cheers more than any other record. Like
Same.
Just to listen.
Same. I feel like as I got older and I got like a little bit more into music, obviously my Chem's a New Jersey staple, but like I don't know. I listened to like Black Parade all the way through, and I was like, "This is really solid." But I don't know. Three Cheers, I think might take the cake a little bit more because they have like a lot more hits, and I feel like some of the like non like popular songs are also fantastic too. So I don't know. They're both great records for sure.
And then they broke up after Black Parade and never made anything else. It's heartbreaking.
It is heartbreaking, you know. Very, you know, it's almost as if we're forgetting something. You know, I don't know.
Oh, you know what it was? They put out the conventional weapons.
Yes,
series.
correct. Yeah, I also think they reissued like some of their older songs, like you know, I Brought You Bullets. You know, yeah. I think that's it. I'm pretty sure. We might be blanking on some stuff. We're getting old, so. But anyway, guys, if you have a suggestion for them, please drop it in the comments. I'm sure they'll check it out. Maybe they'll wind up doing a cover. Who knows? You know, you might be too busy being a keyboard warrior to put in a cover song answer, but who knows? I don't know. I'm not going to control you. But the next question, guys, for those who are unfamiliar with your band, what would be one song you would recommend to them to listen to? Like if you could give them one song that you're like, man, this is best represents us, and it's like one of my favorites.
Out of the stuff that we have out right now, I think Sick is probably the most representative of like all the different sounds that we try to make. I think every band in the world is currently writing something that they think is more representative of what they can do. And that is me at this moment. But for the time being, the stuff we have out, Sick, is definitely the most cohesive like image of what we make.
How, I guess it kind of tails into the next thing that I was going to ask, which was like, I know you guys were talking about like new stuff, like how far along have you guys, you know, been in the weeds for? And like, do you feel like because of like quarantine and stuff, like things going on, like you've had more of an opportunity to like really hone in on like the new stuff, or do you feel like you guys would have made time if, you know, it didn't exist, the, you know, pandemic didn't exist?
I think we would have made time, but would you count like 13 songs we've
Yeah,
written?
we've got like 13 new songs.
Ooh, spicy.
Yeah. And we were playing regularly, like the set was like I think 7 songs.
Yeah.
So
It's just, I think that this was definitely like a lot of negatives that came out of a lot of shit last year. But small positive, like being forced to just be like, hey, listen, you have to live with the songs you've written and decide what you're gonna do with new shit. That was definitely a blessing in disguise, because we wrote a lot of stuff. Like we just jam a lot when we practice.
Sure.
And we just jam with riffs, and like he'll play a fill, and I'm like, okay, that's a song now. So
And then you'll work off that fill, you know.
Exactly. So I think that honestly, it was good, because we would have put out stuff that we were happy with, but everything we have now I'm so much happier with. I can't be mad at it, you know.
Yeah, I think it just offers you more time, at least from what I've had on for bands, at least. I feel like it offers you more time to like hone in on what you're doing, like your sound. I feel like everything comes out just, you know, just a little crisper, and so I feel like that's always a good opportunity. I know a lot of bands are really like wanting to like go out and play, and I feel the same way, because like I want to fucking see a show, but like at the same time I'm like, imagine how many bands right now are recording shit, you know, or like in the process of like really honing stuff down. Like they're gonna probably put out their best fucking work, period, you know, or close to it, you know. You gotta be, you know. And so, you know, I'm glad you guys are taking the time to really like sit down and like really get into it and like really work out like some of the best tracks you guys are probably gonna come up with, for sure.
Definitely.
Next question, guys, another fun one. Favorite food to eat? What's your go-to?
mac and cheese for me.
Ooh, okay.
No hesitation. Right?
No hesitation.
There was zero hesitation on that.
I like lobster or chicken.
Ooh, shit.
Ooh, yeah. That's a vibe.
It's here. So either burritos, if it's a good burrito spot. I'm gonna make the aggressive claim that there are very few good burrito spots in Nashville. Like, you know, I mean barbecue, right? Like that's the best here. So that's what you have to go with.
That was also a high claim too. I'm sure all of my Texas friends are gonna be like, "No, we got the best barbecue. What are you talking about?"
We don't have the best barbecue. We just have good barbecue.
Okay, there you go. I wanted to make sure the claim was correct. Listen, I'm not trying to get all of Texas to come after you guys in Tennessee, you know. So I can definitely subscribe to the whole burrito thing. I don't know if necessarily New Jersey is the best to get a burrito, certainly, but we have good pizza, so I think I feel like that's better overall than buying a like Chipotle burrito that you could probably buy anywhere else, you know. So
yeah, but I mean, with Chipotle, it costs $10 more than anywhere else, and also you watch somebody make it. So
that's fair. Yeah. It's very accurate. Shouts to Chipotle for not being very good at what they do. So anyway, next questions, guys. It's another fun one, music related, of course, because that's why you're on here. If you guys were to have a guest feature on your next record and a producer you'd like to work with in the future, who would be on your team?
Shit. Joe Baresi for producer. Absolutely no question.
Ooh, nice.
And
I don't know who would be featured.
fuck. So many options.
Would you want it to be like
I want Ray Toro to play a solo. I want Ray Toro.
I'd be about that. Mason,
Yeah.
do you have a different answer?
No, I agree actually.
I don't know. I feel like Quinlan's kind of putting you in the corner here. So I know you got answers. No, nothing. All right. He must have paid you off then. It's okay. Next question, guys. Another fun one. I know Quinlan plays a lot of instruments, and you know, Mason, you play the drums, which is sick. But if there was another musical instrument you could master, what would it be?
Piano for me.
Ooh, nice choice.
I want to learn to play the trumpet. I've been saying that for like 10 years.
Trumpet solo.
Oh, trumpet solo. Yeah. On the next Above and Below record. You're just gonna be like, it's gonna be the last song.
Interlude.
You randomly turn into like a ska band, you know?
Blow it before a breakdown.
There you go.
Oh, that'd be kind of cool, actually. I feel like that's something I would hear in like a Don Broco track, because I feel like they're just wild, you know? Could do a sax solo. That'd be kind of tight over a breakdown.
Yeah.
Just giving everybody ideas here. I want to let you know it's royalty free ideas here, right? in the memory banks. But I like the trumpet. I feel like if you're able to incorporate that in some aspect of your guys' music, which would be, I would say, very difficult but not impossible, you know?
Yeah, well, we have to just do like a Black Parade thing, right? Like there's this one random ass like Dinosaur Jr. song, and you're like, okay, cool, there's a trumpet in there, fuck you.
We do what we want, you know? So I like that, you know, that type of energy I'm all about, you know, and that's what this interview's been all about, is that don't give a shit. The next question, guys, is my personal favorite because I'm a nerd and I love asking it. If you could be a video game character, who would you be? I feel like Mason's having a hard time. Like I could just see him just being like, "Oh God, what am I gonna pick?"
What's his name? John Marston from Red Dead Redemption.
Ooh, that's a good one. I like that. 2 thumbs
I like
up.
that game, so.
I think I want to be the main character from Stardew Valley.
I need to know the explanation for why you want to be literally another human being. I mean, John Marston's another human being, but
Yeah.
I will say he's a badass though, so we'll let it pass.
First off, name any character that you like legit want. Like, do you want to be Corvo from Dishonored? Like, really? Like, you want to have people murdered in front of you and then have the entire city after? Like, no, fuck that. I just like I've got enough stress in my life as it is. I want to inherit a farm and get a dog that apparently will never die no matter what. So, fuck yeah.
Infinite dog, yeah.
Yeah. You have infinite dog, and you can also go raid caves or whatever you do. Like, that just seems rad.
Oh my God. This might be one of the best explanations I've heard in this answer ever. This is great. I love this. I love this. Oh my god. You are right about the infinite dog, though. That dog will never die. So I mean, I feel like that takes. I was like low key, like what? I don't know how I feel about this answer, but you said the infinite dog, and then my brain peaked, and so I respect that answer a lot. You gave a good explanation, so you get an A+, Quinn.
That's all I care about is grades.
Next question, guys. If you were to compile a dream tour lineup, who would be on the list? And obviously, I feel like your band's included, if that wasn't clearly evident,
Blink-182, specifically from the Big Day Out DVD.
Okay. Yeah. That's a vibes.
I think Alice in Chains' new singer is great. I want to have them on a fucking tour.
Yeah. Okay. We're vibing. Who else we got?
Can it be a 12-hour show? Because I want Tool on there, but they're playing for 3 hours.
I'll be his drum tech.
They're just like, did you stop playing the first song? We thought you were. They're like, oh, no, we're still in song 1, dude. So
the first song, man. You better strap in. We're here for a minute.
Yeah, we're only playing 3 songs, but they're a collective total of like 70 hours. So I wouldn't even want to know if like somebody's out there trying to like compile like Tool's greatest hits. He's probably dead now because he's tried to figure out which are the best songs of Tool. And
well,
then
you find out that if you play the record in a different order, then they're different songs entirely. So then you have to factor that in. Like,
you're right, exactly. So
Alice goes on the list.
We're really going down the rabbit hole here of Tool. So Tool, shout outs to Tool for making increasingly longer songs as they are a band. I feel like they're just trying to I think they're just trying to outdo time. They stare time in the face and they're like, how long can we make a song that people will listen to and be intrigued by?
They made an intro
24-minute? Okay, cool.
It's longer than the songs most bands put out.
If no offense to Tool, we love Tool here, but I will say if literally one of your songs is as long as like a hardcore record, that is too long. Just too long.
Well, are we talking like the hardcore where like they're proud of the fact that every song is less than a minute long, or are we talking about like just like vintage like Gorilla Biscuits shit that's like 2 minutes long because that's what they got?
I think it's kind of like I think it's kind of like a mix of both because like you got the band that's like, oh, we wrote like a 56-second song but we have like 70 tracks, right. And then you got the other band that's like, okay, so we wrote like a 40-minute out. We like wrote like 40 minutes worth of material, and there's like maybe like 40 songs on the record. So either way, Tool has created a song longer than that. So I just want to put that out there, So just in case people are unknowledgeable about Tool, just have fun. Now you know. The more you know. We're gonna put that meme in front of you. Next question, guys. I'm sure you've been to a lot of shows in your time, but in your opinion, who puts on a great live performance?
I'm just gonna stare at you, but like silent.
Does it have to be bands we've seen?
Preferably. Unless you watch like a YouTube video of you just like sitting in the dark and the only thing you see is just like the brightness of the computer screen. The blanket over your head, yeah. Those count.
Oh, I saw Electric Wizard like 2 years ago here, and they were great. They had a whole theme going on. It was real dark and certain colored lights and then smoke.
That's pretty tight.
Marathon.
Oh, shit. Yeah, that would be good.
That sounds awesome.
They're probably the best, theatrical-wise, yeah.
Every Time I Die for just like best overall performance. Yeah. But I have this weird thing in my head because Newfound Glory played the best specific show I've ever seen in my life, so they get like an honorable mention.
Fair, yeah.
They did. Do you remember the International Superheroes of Hardcore came out?
Oh my God, that's awesome! Yeah, I do remember when that came out. Yeah.
they played that, and then they left, and were like, now we're gonna find glory. It's different. Tricked you. And
That's pretty
they
sick.
just took requests for 3.5 hours. They literally took requests until the venue closed.
Oh my god. Well, shout outs to Newfound Glory. That I feel like if you're a band, they're just gonna be like, "Yo, play Wonderwall." Do you know Freebird? That one's a good one too. Like I feel like I feel like if I was in a band, I would just immediately walk off the stage and just be like, go to fucking Guitar Center. You hear that shit all the time.
There's one band somewhere that has to learn that shit and like nail it.
Yeah.
Kill it. It's like a fucking vampire. You just need to stake it and just be done with it.
And then, and then they'll never ask it again because then they're gonna be like, they're gonna be scared that that band is actually going to play the song.
We'll play Freebird.
We'll play Freebird. Yeah. Don't tempt us. Like I feel like that's the case. And no one likes that guy. If we're gonna be honest, no one likes the guy that's just like, "Yo, play Freebird."
No one thinks that's funny except him.
Yeah.
There's one guy who travels to every show in the city every night.
Yeah, it's just one dude that has been saying it since since Leonard Skinner and Freebird has Oh, great. We're having a great time here, guys, just so you know. I will say Every Time I Die is just one of those bands that I will say that I'm not like a diehard Every Time I Die fan, but like whenever they're on a bill, you have to see them. And if you haven't seen them, you should see them because they will rip your face off. Like they probably, I feel like Andy could rip your face off, like physically.
That is a superhero of a human. He is terrifying.
Yeah, he I'm sure he's a very nice guy, but he literally looks like he would just rip both your legs off and then just like put them in your ears or something, like. So shout outs to Andy. Please don't beat me up. I really greatly appreciate it. And I'm pretty sure that you could just like look at me and I would like explode like a balloon doll, So shout outs to Andy of Every Time I Die. Love your music.
Congratulations on wrestling.
Congratulations on looking extremely intimidating all the time, even if you're not trying to. Next question, guys. Another fun one. Favorite TV show, favorite movie?
TV show is Breaking Bad.
Ooh, nice.
I think my favorite show might be Scrubs.
Ooh, that's a good one. Not enough people say that, I feel.
It's got everything. It makes you cry. It makes you laugh. It makes you cry again, relentlessly and nonstop.
And then you laugh, and then you cry some more. So
right. Yeah. Bill Lawrence is a monster.
Yes.
He made something I watched recently too. That was like the same thing. We're like, oh my god, he's dying. It's a nightmare to get through, but it was also entertaining.
Oh my god. And then movie, guys?
Probably Goodfellas.
Oh, that's a classic. Yeah, I like that.
Any
I like that.
types of movies.
I love Fight Club, but I feel like now you're not allowed to say that because it's been co-opted by gigantic douchebags. So much.
Oh man, I feel like that's pretty accurate, honestly. So I'll let that one slide. That was for sure. Much like earlier, nail on the head for sure, 100%. So shout outs to both.
Self-aware. It's a problem.
Yeah, this is a very self-aware interview, if I'm going to be real honest. But anyway, guys, next question. If you were trapped on a desert island for the next month and there was only one record you could bring with you, what would it be?
Rush 2112.
Oh, yes. Yes, classic.
Vibe to that.
Yeah. I'm going to be honest. Fully I do.
Wow.
Yeah.
Doubling down.
Yeah.
I like that. I feel like that's an album that nobody taught. Well, I'll be honest, that's up there with my favorite Fall Out Boy albums, and then we just forget about, like, I think they wrote 2 more records after that, but I'm not sure, honestly. I want to say they did, but I feel like I don't want to misspeak on the internet, so I think after that album they just stopped making music, kind of like kind of like my chem too, you know. So
Yeah, it's devastating when that happens.
it's
But like,
so sad. Well, good, good for them keeping the heritage alive. You know, best.
it's good.
And then the last thing, guys, I guess more specifically, tell them what you specifically want people to take away from your band, your music, what you guys are doing, and stuff like that. Because like I feel like we need to talk about your band and like what you guys are doing, and like be pumped. Hopefully, it'll pump people up to go check you out. And like obviously, I feel like this interview completely sold everybody on checking your band out. So what do you have to tell the people about? 100%. But what do you have to tell the people about like your music, like why you guys, about what you do, and I guess if you needed to give a last plea to go check out your band, what would it be?
Shit, it's just about catharsis. That's the whole thing. Like music makes me feel good, like making it and listening to it. And I think that sometimes we make music that would help other people feel good, and that's kind of the whole thing.
100%.
Well, just making good songs.
Well, you guys got in the coinage that I used earlier, you guys have the beefy riffs, so you should go check out the above and below. I will leave links in the description if you want to check out their band and their music, all that sort of stuff. Really, again, I was like thoroughly blown away at how good it was, just coming from two people. So if there's some secret member that you guys are hiding or whatever, now's the time to come out and say it, which is totally cool. But honestly,
Act in the closet, he can't hear you or say anything. So
fair enough. So, this has been the newest episode of You with bands now. Now the guy has now become a band geek. So no, for real, no, I was like legitimately like when Quinlan had sent over the message, I was like, I had gotten so many requests to do interviews, which is awesome. So shout outs to everybody who sent me a message. But I was like, when you were like, we're a 2-piece band, I was just like, there's no fucking way they're a 2-piece band. I was like, this shit is like beefy. Like for 2 people, it's damn impressive. And I was like, definitely like, I'm gonna be keeping an eye out just for like what you guys got coming up, because I was like thoroughly impressed. And I don't know if you guys are familiar with the band 68, but I feel like you guys kind of bring that like same energy, so I'm all about it. Listen, I feel like you guys could rival 68, so I feel like you guys have that, like, you got the riffs, you got the you got the aggressive drumming, you got a little bit of like grunge, like some rock in there. It was just like all riffs. If you want to use that as like your slogan, all riffs, like I feel like that's what you guys are about. And so listen, we all about riffs here on Audio Addiction. So go check them out. Seriously, honestly, I feel like I'm understating their band so much, but it is legitimately good shit. So go check them out. If you enjoy this interview, share, like, and subscribe. I feel like a fucking YouTuber all the time. It does help out me, and it does help grow my channel. So if you are interested in just like finding more about bands like this one, please check it out. And huge thanks to the above and below for coming on and chatting and doing talking shit on the internet.
Thanks, man.